What's going on, guys? It's Tat X21, but it's the Xfinity Series, and we're back on NASCAR Heat 5 for this because 21 Ignition does not have the Xfinity Series. So, yeah, we're here. We're going to roll. It's a new series with some of the back half of the grid from TAT, the Cup Series, but also we have some new faces. We're going to meet one of them very quickly. He's going to be our onboard driver of the weekend, the initial race weekend here in Daytona. His name, being someone who's been a feature on the channel before, Mr. JJ West, will be piloting one of the Junior Motorsports cars, the number 7 Chevrolet. Looking pretty fancy this week.
It was one of those that kind of had to happen things because that's his jersey number, so...
Oh yes, my settings. They're broken. Just kidding, they're not really broken. They just look weird.
Some of the other things that stick out here. Neither of us are in the Xfinity series. Actually, nobody really is like no major driver that's in TATs here. The only one that's even like a Jake's like a real person. That's about the most that we're getting there. There are 10 drivers on the grid who are in TAT 21. And of those cars, not many of them are actually in a car that's worth a damn. So... the only one that's done really anything in TAT up to this point is Pork Chop.
As JJ West is so far so good on his first initial out lap. .47.874. See what he can do for a second lap.
Yeah, we'll disclose the full driver list once qualifying ends and we see the results of it, because then we can just run down the list a lot easier. And unlike TAT 21, which has all this like storytelling and world building and all that stuff, and grudges, alliances, there's not really much focus on that here. There's just going to be driving and giving every driver, every new face, a fair shake.
47.727 puts him 17th on the grid. It definitely is.
The number 7, go figure.
That's your pole sitter.
Is Sane.
Wow.
Followed by... yeah, didn't really expect that. Followed by Pork Chop, Koishi, Walker Bueller, Fernando Tatis, Oscar the Grouch, who's a bit of a out-of-nowhere driver. The Sonic cast returns with Sonic in the 98. He starts 7th. Shohei Ohtani still in the 66. Maybe he'll actually score points in this variation of the series.
Eggman
in the 44, and the rounding out the top 10 is Charles Leclerc in the 61. 11th is the 39 of Racing. Nolo, the part-time 33 car in TAT 21, drives the 22. The 11 is driven by Freddie Freeman. 68 is Nolan Arenado, another driver coming in from the whole MLB invasion. 78 is Linden, I think is how you say that. I'm not. They didn't tell me. 16th, we have Kyle Pitts, one of JJ West's teammates. 18th, we have driver that goes by the name of...
Yeah, 17th is JJ West, but...
Well, we already knew that one, so... 18th, we have a driver that goes by the name Miami K. It sounds like that would be either a candy bar name or a stripper's name. But okay. A guy named Peter Parker is in 19th. A boring name, if you ask me. Starting 20th is Ozzy Albies. So Rook Ware basically translates to colleague here. 21st is Amber in the 99, friend of Barbara's, so that's how she ended up here. 22nd is the 6 of Daisy Duke, trying to improve her standing by not doing like complete shit. 23rd is Jake in the 8. Then we have the 74 of Nicholas Castellanos, followed by the 51 of Jacob deGrom. I see where all the MLB players ended up. 26th is the 90 of Gordeau, the French.
Jeff Gordeau.
Jeff Gordeau. Robbie Gordeau. 27th, we have the 36 of George Russell. And we have the 93 of Moku, who bailed out on the Cup Series, and now she's here doing not really any better than she did in the Cup Series, if I'm going to be honest. At least up to this point. And then we have the 15 of Yuki Tsunoda. Interesting. Then we have the 89 of Roscoe. Wait a minute. Then we have the 47 of Boss Hog. I like how they start next to each other. Then we have the 5 of Hyde. Not Mika Hyde like I thought it was. No, that's something completely different. Mika, whatever. Michael. And we have the 18 of Shadow. Compared to the other Sonic characters, and compared to the fact he's in a Joe Gibbs car, he really didn't do much there.
No.
He's still not the worst on Joe Gibbs, though. Somehow, someway. We have, that's a really weird number to read. It's a white, I think that's 08.
Indeed.
Of, Tommy Novak. So there's JJ West's other teammate. We have the 0 of Marissa, who honestly might have been better off just staying in the 52 with that qualifying. And then, rounding out the grid, who must have had a problem during qualifying, that's the only way I can imagine the 20 car starting last. Byron Buxton returns after having taken a break after the end of Season 5.
So again, your pole sitter, Sane, on pole. And how about Pork Chop starting to wear outside? Pretty interesting front row there. Unexpected front row to say the least. We have somebody going to the back. Oh no. Front row, Raggy. Damn.
Sonic has to change the transmission.
Probably went a little too fast. Well, now that we're both on the spotter stand.
Yeah, this is weird. We're on the spotter stands, but we're in like one of the six spotter spots that aren't actually like occupied because, you know, there's normally 40 cars on a cup race. There's only 36 here. There's 4 spaces left over. So we're sitting there, we're not spotting for anyone. And unlike in Cup, we can't communicate or talk to anybody other than each other. Bit of a slapdash setup in a sense, but whatever, you know, whatever works, I guess.
I will say, I wish we had these Xfinity cars for bodies, because these things can take a beating.
Yeah, so this was, ladies and gentlemen, the feeder series that Kyle Busch spoke to me and Tyler about. He and this is something else. I don't really know. This is Talladega JJ. Yeah, so this is the feeder series that he was speaking of. He and a few other like major cup guys like Kevin Harvick, even like basically there's an ambassador for each of the 4 like main teams in NASCAR that were like, yeah, let's do this. Well, I say each of the 4 teams. There wasn't a driver on Hendrick, but Junior himself was like, yeah, screw it. Yeah, it was Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr., and I think it was Logano was the 4th one that was like trying to set all this up. And the 4 of them managed to convince pretty much every Xfinity team to let us use the leftover 2019 and 20 cars for this. I'm surprised they had all these sitting around still, to be honest.
Yeah, really. How about JJ West, man?
He's got momentum. Never mind. He had momentum.
So we have a caution. It's going to be just filling up on gas here for everybody as they're going to come down, make their pit stops, and get back out on the racetrack.
And rack them up, and we do it again.
We're going to rack them and stack them and race them, baby.
So they give a stack fuck.
We've already got 3 wide. For the 3rd position is JJ West trying to make a shove. They're 3 wide now for 5th on back. Everybody's kind of realizing that we've just hit 10 to go. I mean, a 16-lap race, so it's really not that long for these guys.
Yeah, we don't want the races to be too long. The longer they are, the more risk we have of tearing all of them up. We've only got a limited supply here. We can't go through too many cars.
As right now,
I don't really know how willing these other race teams are to be fixing their old, outdated cars.
Nolan Arenado right now is your leader. Nolo slides into 2nd. JJ West with a little bit of a shake there. Now getting some help from the 44 Eggman.
The only time Dr. Eggman's ever been helpful.
He's going to slide in and ahead of Sane. Try to see if he can try a new draft partner out. Looks like he's trying to put some side draft on Nolo there. Not really going to work. I had some time to talk to JJ West before this race about how he was feeling, and being a rookie driver in a series where everybody really is a rookie in these cars, he was actually quite optimistic, really. He had some questions for me, which I was very surprised. I felt like not many people were really going to have questions for me, strictly because this is their first race, and sometimes they want to get their feet wet by themselves. As he's actually going to get blocked by Nolo.
Stop! In the name of the law.
Sane really wants to try to work with him here, as they're going to have a huge run. That block by Nolo really separated him from Nolan Arenado. Side drafting now is JJ West down back to the bottom to have a huge run at Nolan Arenado. My question is... Go ahead.
suppose it probably would have some effect, positive effect on a driver's confidence, knowing that, you know, this is JJ West's first rodeo, but for the case of over half of the grid, it's the same for them too. I mean, I mentioned only 15 drivers out of the 36 in this grid have made a previous TAT start, and 6 of those haven't made one in over 3 years. Sonic, Eggman, Shadow, Roscoe, and Boss Hog haven't. Buxton, only 2 years, but...
So we have another quick quick caution.
I think Sonic has had problems.
Yeah, I think so. Because she is fallen all the way down to the bottom of the grid. And yeah, she is back on pit road. JJ West almost overcooks it.
I mean, I guess that's side drafting, maybe? I don't know.
So here we go with 3 to go. Outside lane not really formed, but then again, that inside lane hasn't really started pushing yet either, so it's not really that big of a deal. Here comes the 10.
I think Miami just let JJ in.
Ozzy Albies now coming. Right up the middle, don't look too far. Here comes Peter Parker.
Everyone's like, alright, it's time to go. JJ may be on slightly the wrong lane here.
I don't know, that high side's made some pretty good momentum.
Also helps when Arenado moves up there and gives him a huge drag down the main straightaway. White flag next time around, and, well, I mean, it's a play track, so there's always everything to play for. Play for. Everything to plate for, yes. This is a buffet now, I guess. West's desperation, there's no real estate there, though. I think he might have just let this one ever so slightly slip away on him. I don't know, because the line got super disorganized there, and he managed to get a huge run, but he just cannot get down. He's like a helpless cat in a tree. So feints a lane change, goes back down, realizes that's probably not a good idea. Finally, JJ can get down, but I think it's a day late and $1 short on that. Arenado moving up the track, but Eggman pushing the car in second a hell of a lot. And yep, they got a bumper there. So this is not Arenado's W. Looks like it's going to be a top 3 for JJ West, and the victory goes to
Miami K,
the candy bar girl.
Yeah, JJ West finally got to the bottom. That shakeup with the 22 of Nolo really kind of threw him off there. He actually runs the fastest lap of the race with a 45.684. Arenado leads the most laps, leading 9. On the move was that number 36, however, of George Russell. Started 25th, finished 6th. And your tough break, yeah, was our pole sitter. Started on the pole, finished 36. So definitely not the way that Sane wanted to end that run after she ran really well, really. I mean, that was quite impressive the way that she was running up until that point. But unfortunately, that's just kind of the way that racing... That's just the way that cookie crumbles sometimes, you know. Your car will just kind of give up on you, whether it's your fault, its fault, or the people around you's fault. You don't really have a choice. It just kind of happens. As we go through your top 10, obviously your winner, as we mentioned before, was Miami K. What a run from her. I don't know her. I don't know who she is, but that was impressive. How about her pusher there, Eggman, making his return in a big way.
Oh, yeah. He seems to have been revitalized. He's taken a couple years off, and he's pulled a Mark Martin. Because I think he... if he continues that, he's better off now than he ever was in his original stint.
As JJ West brings it home P3 in his initial start. The 68 of Nolan Arenado comes home P4, no low P5. P6 is going to be George Russell there, as we mentioned him already. An impressive drive from him. 7th is going to be the 13 of Kyle Pitts. Eighth is going to be the 61 of Charles Leclerc. 9th is going to be Pork Chop, and 10th is going to be Peter Parker.
Scroll down to the rest of the regular. We're using the same point system as Cup, so top 30 score.
11th was Jake. 12th was that number 6, the Daisy Duke, having a pretty good run. Freddie Freeman comes home 13th. 14th is going to be the number 51 of Jacob deGrom. 15th is going to be the 78 of Linnae. I think it's Linnae. I think that's
They
how it's
should put an
pronounced.
accent over that.
16th is going to be Oscar the Grouch in that number 92. 17th is going to be the number 19 of Kobishi. 18th is going to be that 10 car of Ozzy Albies. 19th is going to be the 66 of Shohei Ohtani. 20th is going to be
scored something.
the 15 of Yuki Tsunoda. We'll finish P20 as we round out 21st through 30th. It's going to be a little bit of a ride here, so hang on. 21st, we got Hyde. That kind of rhymed. Tide, ride, funny, huh?
The Hyde ride. Only we're sponsored by Tide.
Nicholas Castellanos comes home 22nd. 23rd is going to be that number 9 of Juan Fernando Tatis. 24th is going to be that number 47 of Boss Hogg. 25th is going to be that number 39 car of none other than Raisin. 26th is going to be the number 93 of Moku. 27th is going to be the 0 of Marissa. 28th is going to be that 20 car. Did not improve much. Byron Buxton. 29th is going to be the 90 of Gordo. And getting that final point is going to be Roscoe P. Coltrane there. As we look at our 6 cars who did not finish in the points. The 98 of Sonic did not. Jesus Christ. Walker Bueller did not.
Shadow did not.
Shadow did not. The 08 of Novak did not. The 99 of Amber did not. And obviously, we already talked about Sane, who had a great run but came up short. Did not score points today. Guys, that is going to do it
She
for...
didn't come up short. Her engine came up short.
Yeah, her engine gave out on her. Guys, that is going to do it for episode 1 of TAT 21 Xfinity. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button down below. Tell us how we're doing in the comments below. And we will see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.